Welcome to the home of the DIY movement, where we build stuff and paint things.
All right, folks, welcome back. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo. We're going to do a consumer report on Dayton wire wheel, right? UPS just dropped these off. They're hot off the truck. It's a set of 4, 5 boxes. I also got a set of tires here. These are 14s, by the way, and these are 175/70 14. Got them on eBay. They're labeled as Predator something, Predator series, I believe. Looking on eBay, there's a few different names or brands that this is sold under with the same tread pattern. I can't think of them off the top of my head. If you go on eBay, search 175/70 14 white wall, you'll see what I'm talking about. Some of them have more lettering on the sidewall than others. So tires look good. We've got 4 of them. We're going to set them over here. The white walls are borderline too big, but they're okay. It's slim pickings. Remingtons were sold out everywhere that I called. I have Remingtons on the Cadillac. These are for the Cadillac. So let's open the boxes. At first glance, the box isn't what I ordered. It says gold hub, spoke, and nipple. I ordered nipple, hub, and spinner. Dog ear, recessed with a red chip. So, I don't know. We're gonna open these things up and see what it is. Hopefully they didn't screw the order up. Or these on January 29th of this year, 2026. And like I say, today is May 5th. So took them exactly 3 months to get these, and then about a week for shipping. So it's been a wait. Let's get into it. All right, so this sped up 4 times here. So first thing to unbox was the spinners and stuff, and they look good. The emblems have changed. I speak on that here at the end of the video. But as far as the plating quality of the gold on the knockoffs, it's flawless. You really can't find a flaw. I believe they use LOWRIDER gold plating in California. I got the red porcelain eagle chips. Pretty good match to the car. Comes with a hammer. Pretty standard equipment, lead hammer. I was real surprised that they package these things with basically paper towels. But overall, they arrived safely. It was 5 boxes total. The wheels are actually double boxed. I was a little surprised that they didn't come in unmarked boxes. I mean, because if you were to come home and see 4 Dayton wheel boxes on your front porch, it's kind of an invitation to the porch pirates. So I was a little surprised at that. Actually, I didn't realize they were double boxed until I opened this first one up here. Packaging of the wheels and everything was, pretty standard operating procedure. Excellent packaging, no damage to anything. Some code words on there for what I ordered, and like I say, the box says that it was gold center, and I didn't order gold center. I ordered trip gold, which is what these are. So maybe they just have generic boxes already labeled. So I was a little concerned at that, but at the end of the day, I did get what I ordered, so I'm happy about that. Right now, the wire wheel game is so screwed up, man. There's so many imitation stuff out there, and basically anything with the Zenith name in recent history here is fake. It's disappointing what's happened to the Zenith name. In my opinion, Dayton is pretty much the last man standing when it comes to quality wire wheels. You do have some independent manufacturers out there that do make quality wire wheels. But to me, I guess a Dayton is a Dayton. That's stamped 225A on the back. See right there. Everything is excellent. Stainless steel spokes, no taper. or I should say a gradual taper, no step. Here we are, going to go ahead and unbox the rest of them. Make a little adjustment there. Like I say, double boxed. I was real happy about that. They spray some sort of protectant on there. I don't know what it is, some sort of oil or WD-40 or something. I had read a while back that you shouldn't use WD-40 to kind of, I guess, winterize your rims, because it'll get down in the spokes and cause the nipples to loosen up. Don't know how true that is. Maybe somebody can comment if that's ever happened to them. But like I say, I've owned plenty of Daytons in my time. This is the second set bought new from Dayton. I've had NOS Daytons in the box, and you know, pretty much the same quality, man. So here we are, got them assembled, put the Eagles on, got all four with the adapters and the knockoffs put together in anticipation for the tires, hopefully one day this week. Like I say, it's got that grease on there, so it's kind of hard to get a good indication of the quality of the chrome on the dish. But the quality of the gold is mirror finish. I mean, it's immaculate. It's great. I love it. It does come with a price though. We're going to get into that here in a minute. But these are 14x7 reverse 72 spoke straight lace triple gold. Kind of a classic wheel. Always been on my bucket list to have a set brand new. I achieved that. Now we're going to enjoy them on the Cadillac. All right, so quick discussion on this experience that I had with Dayton. So it came with some warranty paperwork, which was expected. They have a 3-year warranty. I'm not sure that they warranty the gold, but they warranty structural integrity of the wheel. 3-year warranty. They advertise you shouldn't have to true them for the life of the wheel. So this is the second set of Daytons that I ordered new. I've owned, excuse me, it's really hot out here. I've owned several sets over my life. This is the second set that I ordered brand new from Dayton. This is probably going to be the last set, simply because I've had everything I wanted. The reason why I bought these wheels, what's on the car right now is 14.7s, Luxors, 100 spokes. I'm not a fan of 100 spokes, so I wanted to upgrade, I guess you can say. Looking at the quality of the gold on the Dayton is better than the Luxor. It's kind of hard to tell on the dish because it's greased up right now with the factory grease they put on there, or WD-40 or whatever it is they put on. So it's hard to determine that. I'm gonna have to wash the wheels once I get the tires put on. Tires, like I say, eBay. I ordered them on Thursday evening, and they arrived on Monday afternoon from Florida. Priority Tire was a seller on eBay. No complaints on that transaction. As far as the Dayton transaction, you know, you guys watch my channel. Nobody pays me to do anything or say anything, so I'm gonna tell it like it is. When I called and ordered them, it was in January. I originally inquired about it, I believe, in October or November of last year. I got a price quote from Gary. When I called back in January, he said prices have increased. It wasn't much. I believe it was like $100 increase. So whatever. I paid on January 29th. When you do a custom wheel like this, they require $1,000 down, or at least that's what they required of me. So I paid $1,000 on a credit card, and so that kind of locks in the order and starts the process. I asked him how long it would take. He said between 8 and 12 weeks. I said okay, so 12 weeks, and he said he's seen some orders get done in 6 to 7 weeks. So that gave me some hope. It didn't happen. It took almost 3 months to the day, which is 12 weeks, almost to the day. Man, as far as the quality of the wheel, I love them. You know, who doesn't like a set of Daytons? I noticed that the emblem has been reimagined. It's not arched like they used to be, so it kind of mimics the fake ones. I'm not sure. I need to compare one side by side. I know the fake ones are 2 1/4. I've also seen them 2.38, but it's definitely not domed like they used to be. Still looks good. It's still porcelain. They also changed the adhesive on the back. you know, as far as the nipples lining up and all that, that's a given. You know, I wish communication was better from Dayton. You know, I emailed them probably 3 times throughout the 3 months. You know, just real cordial, just trying to touch base on the order, see, you know, hey, where we at? You know, I know they send their gold out. I think they do their chrome in-house. I emailed him once. He said that the spinners were being machined. Okay, and then once everything was machined, it was going to be going out to gold. I emailed him about another month later to ask him about an update, and he said that my stuff hadn't got back from gold yet. It should be in the next batch. Okay, and then about a month after that, 3 weeks after that, I said, hey, you know, what's the status? He said everything is back and they should be getting assembled. It won't be much longer. Okay, great. Then I was like, okay, we're coming up on the 3-month mark. And it's not really a matter of the money, it's a matter of the communication. And so I emailed him. I said, hey, you know, just trying to touch base again. I went inside to work. I came out. I had two emails from him. He said that they were in the shipping department for shipping this week. I said, great. I called them to make a payment. They had already charged my card. I intended to pay with that same card, so that's not really a problem, but it would have been nice to get a heads up that, hey, we're about to charge the card, or perhaps wait for me to tell them, to let them know to go ahead and charge it. So it's a pretty big price tag, unexpected. Well, not unexpected, but unannounced. So then they shipped, and after that, it was silence. I called, I believe 2 days later, to get some tracking information because they do require signature. Spoke to Mackenzie. She said she was really busy the day before sending out orders, or, you know, processing orders, and she would be emailing me the tracking information later on that afternoon once she gets caught up. I said it's totally understandable. I'll be looking forward to it. That was on Thursday. That was on Wednesday. Thursday came, no email. Friday came, no email. Monday came, no email. I emailed Gary this morning and said, hey, you know, Mackenzie dropped the ball. I have no idea when these things are going to show up. They require a signature. I live in a rural area. Kind of want to be home for this. And he responded saying, gave me a tracking number, said they're out for delivery today, and they showed up today. So the product is excellent. The communication needs work. The price is getting up there. I would say these things are probably double of what a set of Luxors cost. Even the Luxors, or even the Chinas, even they have gone up in price. So when you factor it in, if you got to pay, you know, almost double for a wheel that's going to last you, you know, decades, versus something that lasts you 3 or 4 years, you know, you can, you know, leave that up to you guys on what you think it's worth. But I will say that it is about double of what a set of Luxors would cost. You guys can go on the True Spoke website. They have gold prices on there. You can, camera got hot. You guys can go on the True Spoke website. They have gold add-on prices. You can do the math on what something like this costs. They're 14.7s, triple gold. That being said, the wheels that are on the Cadillac are for sale. If you guys want them out of town or whatever, you pay shipping, you can have them. You can message me. You know, leave a comment on here if you're interested. They're probably going to go pretty quick. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm going to do a little showcase of the wheels that are on the car that are going to be for sale here. And hope you guys enjoyed this little consumer report for Dayton wire wheels. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter how big or how long the company's been in business. Sometimes they, you know, they need to be, have some issues that need to be addressed. As far as quality, it's outstanding. Customer service needs work. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. Y'all stay tuned for more work. Thanks for watching.